Adam,
Ken.
hey, congratulations on the second season of Everything's Gonna Be Okay.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Hey, so what? Why do you suppose this series is successful to you?
I think it resonates with people and their like sort of quirks and their real personalities and their like real experiences. I think that Josh is always trying to make sure that they're based on real experiences, because if it's like not authentic, then people tend to not really connect with it and it feels kind of broad and like overreaching. So I think that's something that like I feel like really we have going for our show, and like why people connect with it, because if it's real, it's authentic experiences based on our real lives.
I love the first season because of the topics it did actually cover. Are we doing the same thing in the second season?
Different. We're living our lives, so it's obviously not going to be like a Game of Thrones where we're like fully, like fighting a new monster, Snowpiercer or whatever the heck they call them. But I think that we'll see a little bit different vibes, just because we're also starting off in a pandemic, and it's not going to be like, we're not going to go so deep as to like talk about the science and everything like that, because it's a half-hour comedy. But we will sort of like be living in a world where there's things where we can't really do, and we have to kind of like sit with our own thoughts, and the sort of reality of that is something that Josh really tries to play out. And like also the connection between the four of us, I think, becomes even stronger, and we start learning different personality quirks that maybe we didn't even know were there. Like Alex becomes very anal retentive over certain things, and you start to see sort of a little bit more OCD kind of come out in him, and during this sort of pandemic. And yeah, I'm really interested to see kind of what people think, and hopefully they like us by the end of the second season.
So most definitely, Alex moving in is a game changer, because to me, he almost feels like a fourth sibling in that household.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. Like I keep saying, it's kind of like they're kind of like a family unit, but he's not quite like, they're not quite parents. They're like, yeah, they're just like the siblings or something. And yeah, I think it really is, especially like early on, sort of like Matilda's trying to kind of get over the mental hurdle of having like not gone to New York, and then now being stuck in a pandemic, and at home, and sort of finding the willpower to get out. And I think Alex really tries to help and take initiative with Nicholas to try to get her to kind of, like find that willpower again, and like be motivated to try to do something in a very unmotivating time, just like get up and eat a bowl of cereal or something. Like that's task one. But yeah, there's a cute little moment where like my character and her character, we like Alex and Matilda, like I'll bring her a smoothie and I'll ask her about her day, and it's kind of a beautiful connection, because it's just like we're finding some sort of routine in the monotony, and something that sort of sparks joy in the monotony. So yeah, I'm excited for people to see that, and hopefully they'll find some little sparks of joy during pandemic time. Hopefully by April. I mean, I don't know. April, they said May, they wanted everyone to be vaccinated, but we'll see. Maybe we'll still be kind of living in this new normal.
Absolutely. And Kayla, I love her performance. She is a star.
Yeah.
Is she like that on and off camera?
Kayla is like her with her quirks, but with their interests completely different. Like Kayla likes dark things like true crime and ghosts. She's very into that stuff. She brought a ghost meter the first season to see if we had any spirits or presences amongst the set. So she's very into that. But in terms of quirks and stuff, and little eye things, like sometimes she won't look directly in eye contact. That's something that Kayla does, that Matilda does. And she's like, I think of Matilda as a younger version of myself, while I was like going to school and kind of like learning more like social cues and like things like that. So it's kind of cool and like really impressive how she's able to tap into that for the character. But yeah, and she's very into talking about the piano too, because that's something that she didn't know before, and she was like trying to learn piano, and yeah, she likes talking about the preparation process for that. She loves preparing. That's like her favorite things. Yeah. So yeah.
That's great. Well, before I let you go, is
Yeah.
Josh giddy, always giddy when the camera's off?
No, no, no. That's so funny you asked that. And you said giddy too, which is like so his word. Like he says that all the time. So he's like, he's gonna have to understand he's doing like 4 different jobs. He's a writer, actor, a showrunner, and director. Did I say that? He's doing all 4. And so he has so much going on in his mind, but he's really good about trying to keep it light. This season, actually, he was like a lot more like giddy about it. But the first season, he was like, I have a vision, I have to make. So like on the show, he writes himself as very sort of like aloof and maybe like a little goofy. But in real life, he actually is very like well assured. He knows exactly what he wants. And sometimes he might not know what he wants. So he asked us when he was directing some of the episodes, he's like, is there anything you guys want from me? And I was like, just a clear like direction that's just like concise and maybe like a sentence or something of what you want. And then he's like, well, what if I don't know what I want? I'm like, well, just say you don't know what you want, and then I at least know that I have to choose something, you know. But I'm very clear-minded, and so he's very good about being like, if he knows exactly what he wants, or if he doesn't know, he's like, you know, you pick something, you know. So he's very clear with his vision, and I think that comes out with the whole second season too. So I'm excited to see what you think.
I'm excited too. Hey, Adam. Hey, thank you very much for speaking with me. It's a pleasure. I really
Thank you. It was great to meet you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye now.
Friday.